Hello, Arizona! I have to tell you how beautiful you look in red, how immaculate your signs are. If I had a rubric, you would all get a 5. And I think it is fantastic that you all got the memo. You're in the red shirts, we're spreading it around. No one thought we could do this yesterday. And no one thought we could do it today, and you did it! So I told you yesterday, as I thanked you for being here, that yesterday was the easy part. Coming down and marching in a magnificent march. Have you seen the aerial photography? I know I will be printing that out and framing it on a wall where I work. I hope you all do the same as well so you can look at it every day and remember the power that we have collectively. But the easy part was coming down here. You saw what they did yesterday. They turned tail and fled. They fled from red. How is anyone intimidated by the nicest people on the face of the planet? I don't understand it. You work with children. You work with students every single day. That is your career, that is your calling, and that scares them because you are standing together and you are powerful. And our power is directed for the betterment of our students, just like we do every single day in whatever job it is we have at a school. Whether we're the one that's making sure that educators are getting paid, whether we're the ones that's making sure that students are getting fed, whether we're the first one that sees them and welcomes them on the big yellow school bus, or we are the one that's working with them inside the classroom or supporting the classroom, we want to make children smarter, more collaborative, more competitive. We want to move them from point A to point B, but we have to be supported to be able to be successful. So now comes the hard part. It's right to have a demand. And AEU listened to you and gave 5 demands. And those are the right ones to have. But if all it took was demands, they wouldn't have run from you yesterday. We have to take the risk that it takes to get those demands met. And you put your jobs on the line yesterday and today. You stepped out of your classrooms and your work sites to be down here with your students because they're that important for you, and we may have to continue to do that because they're playing political games. And I don't have time for political games. I want you to finish the school year strong and proud like you always do. I want you to be there for your students. But we got to take care of this first. We cannot come this far and go back empty-handed. Our cries for our students must be heard. So here's what I think we're going to have to do. One, we're going to have to keep advocating for our students in sizes like this. We're going to have to close the proximity between the legislature and the governor and where we are so they know that we don't just stand here in red out in the heat of the sun, but we stand here for our students and for better schools for every kid in Arizona. We've got to continue that. But I'm a teacher. I'm a social studies teacher by trade. And I always had a second lesson plan waiting in my desk in case the first one bombed. Show of hands, who had a lesson plan bomb? Right? Kids see right through a bad lesson plan. You woke up that morning or you stayed up late thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be so amazing. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, they're going to love it. And you're in the middle of it and you're fired up and you're looking at them and they're like, and the flop sweat starts a little bit. But you're an educator, you can't give up. That's the one thing you can never do with your students is give up. And so you pull out plan B. You monitor and... Oh, I love you all. You all are so smart. My class size was a little smaller than this, but you all are doing great. We monitor and adjust. And so here's what I think our plan B has to be. Here's our second lesson plan. If they don't work with us on Monday, and I think we have to come back down here Monday, I think we have to come back down here Monday because they closed shop and ran away from us yesterday. And we have to show them that they don't get to run away from our students. They have to be held accountable. And we only want solutions that we've already had. All we're asking is to restore the funding we had 10 years ago. If Arizona could do it in 2008, don't tell me my state can't do it in 2018. I know we can. So here's what we have to do. We have to hold them accountable. We have to work with them over the weekend, and we have to work with them on Monday when they don't get to adjourn for the week. They're going to have to be here, and they're going to have to face us and hear the story of our students and our colleagues and our schools. And if they don't listen, if they continue to ignore us, if they are that tone deaf, then I think we have to take a ballot initiative out and we got to do this ourselves. If they are not going to listen to us, I think we have to pull out that second lesson plan where we are in control of the destiny of our students. We advocate for them and we let the voters decide if they're in a different place than these people are. So the easy part is this. The easy part is what we're doing now. And it doesn't feel easy when you're hydrating, because I know you're hydrating. And when you've lathered on sunscreen, because I know you've done that, do it again. This is the easy part, because if we go out for a ballot initiative, you're going to have to take a sheet of paper and get a lot of signatures on it. You're going to have to really go out and have conversations. And you're going to have to do it in this heat, and you're going to have to do it on the weekends. So I think that means we have to push them as hard as we can to listen to us on Monday and give them one more remedial opportunity to listen and act. And if they don't respond to the lesson the second time, then we take the power into our own hands and we go to the voters ourselves and we win this for our students. Are you with me? I am done waiting. I have waited for 10 years for this moment, for our students to advocate and to show that we love them and we want the best for them, and little pockets of good schools is not good enough for our kids. Every kid ought to be able to walk out of their house and go down to the end of the street, get on a bus, and go to a great public school system. I don't care if you're up in the mountains or you're in Yuma or you're in the valley. Every school should be great. Every educator should be supported, and every child should have opportunity. Let's do this. All right. No. This has got to be every single one of you. I can stand up here and be tall and loud all day long and in the shade. But this has to be all 40,000 of us moving forward with this. This cannot be something that you let someone else do. You came here, you're bringing the heat. If they think, you think it's hot out here, imagine how hot it is in those 3 buildings right now. So we bring the heat here. We try to get them one more opportunity to solve this problem on Monday. We reach out to them over the weekend, and if they're going to continue to ignore our students, then it's our turn. It's our responsibility, it's our duty, because they're our students. Arizona, I cannot tell you how proud I am to be an educator right now. I cannot tell you how amazing yesterday was, and I cannot tell you how much I am waiting for Monday so we can show how powerfully we want this for our students. Thank you so very much for being here. We can do this. We can do this.